Hello. Hey, okay. Is this on? Is it good? Okay. I think I'm all set. Welcome, everybody. My name is Elliot Yared. As our MC mentioned, I am a local hairstylist and makeup artist here in East Hills, Michigan. I'm just going to kind of give you a brief overview of my life here in Grand Rapids. It started not right locally, but I'm going to give you the memoirs of this geisha tonight. So I hope that you take something from this and enjoy, okay? So again, I'm going to wait for Martin Luther King. Oh, there we go. So growing up in Grand Rapids has been interesting. I was adopted at 10 months old, brought here to Grand Rapids, Michigan by my lovely mother and father. This here is a slide of me and my happy cousin who is here tonight, and then my not so happy brother. So at a very young age, it was not a difficult decision that my parents realized where I was going life-wise. Growing up in West Michigan was as difficult as it is anywhere else. Being a young child, trying to find your way, going to school, figuring out whether or not you're going to succeed in this world, it's difficult, right? But especially in West Michigan. It's been a journey, and I've learned a lot from it. And I just wanted to bring to you something that you can kind of take away from that. So being gay in Grand Rapids, my parents always taught me, be proud of who you are, embrace who you are, and be proud of what you stand up for. So this is why I brought this slide to you. I'm not a Robots fan, but I just thought it was kind of cute because it was purple and it said pride, so that's kind of why I brought it, so sorry. But anyway, so being gay in Grand Rapids has been very challenging, but also very enlightening. Some of the issues, I mean, she has a boyfriend, and I'm like, hey, I'm readily available, and I don't look like that on a day-to-day. I mean, come on. But anyways, on a day-to-day basis, I do work very hard. I am very proud of being a very independent gay man. But from that has its challenges, which I'm going to kind of further discuss with you a little bit later. I had an incident occur at the Bob when I was newly 21 where I was faced with a bathroom challenge of men and female. I don't kind of necessarily describe myself as fully male or fully female. I know that's like a huge topic that's been brought up recently. But I went into the male's restroom, was in the stall just because it was easiest to be hidden, and the urinal contraption had broken, and someone had made a comment, only a faggot would do this. And I was so upset that I left the bathroom, and I was like, I might be gay, but I'm not desperate. And I realized how upset I was when I got back to my friends, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't wash my hands. So this is when I realized that something needed to change, and I wanted to be that change. So from there, it was my kind of identity to, you know what, do what I do, keep going to the Bob, and just expanding people's horizons. And with that, this is my lovely family. I would be nowhere without them. Thank you. They've been the most understanding and loving group of people to me. They might not always understand why I do what I do or why I look like I do, but they kind of own up to it and just, they've gotten used to it by now. So I thank them for that. Growing up as a gay adult in Grand Rapids, I mean, it is not a minuscule statement to say when I go out I get looked at funny, especially in like a Freda, if Ada, anybody, or Granville. I mean, it's a very different culture out there, and I respect it, but I just want to bring to them something that they can kind of take away for who I am, and that's not anything to be taken lightly, because who you are is a huge part of your life. So being a young adult, I kind of had to find a career path, as we all do. I went to cosmetology school at Douglas J. Here I am looking like a very hip lesbian, kind of kneeling down there with that side swoop bang, and cosmetology school is kind of the first outlet that I had that I was really given the opportunity to be free and be who I am. So from that, I kind of stemmed after cosmetology school. My parents bought a salon. This is a feature that we were featured in Modern Salon out of New York. And that kind of experience being let into a community that was so embracing of who I was so enlightening to me and very, very positive, especially being in a small city like Grand Rapids. And we are growing, I will say. We're doing great. This is my salon family. My mother is the one that's, you know, casually just lounging there. Since then, we've kind of lost a few, but gained a few, and it's been a beautiful situation. And I think that being able to be surrounded by such a established group of people and adults has been very, very positive in my life in a ever crazy situation. This is me going to my first New York fashion show this past year. This is what my industry has for maintenance. This is what they expect us to look like every day. So living in West Michigan, it's really hard for me to kind of convey that every day because, I mean, who does that? Who really spends that long getting ready? Nobody. Because I think this next slide is going to kind of depict something what we're a little bit more familiar with. Yeah, Lululemon, it's a great brand. I'm not going to complain, but it's something that I see every day. So taking this from what my salon industry kind of demands of me is very hard for me to kind of merge the two together, where it's like, how can I be a fabulous basic bitch? I really don't know, but I'm going to figure it out. So we're going to merge those two together, and then we're going to come up with who I am today. And this is being a young gay adult in Grand Rapids. I'm very interested in androgyny and just mixing mixed mediums together, just because the world would be so boring if we were all the same. And I have seen a huge change in Grand Rapids since coming out at 18, and I actually was telling my mom this today. I came out here in Grand Rapids at 18. I don't know why I waited that long, but it happened. And it was actually here at Sanchez. So we are gonna get to the labeling part of Grand Rapids and just everyone's fascination with labels. I don't understand why it's so upsetting that you would label yourself male or female. I was in Chicago for Gay Pride, as I do every year, and they have bathrooms all over the city that are male identified and female identified, and that's something that I really think that we need to think about, because as a male in this society, I think that you can relate to feminine qualities, and I don't think that's anything to be ashamed of. I just want to encourage all of you to be yourselves, no matter what that means. If you wear pixie bangs, you have orange hair, purple hair, do whatever the hell you want. I really don't care. More power to you. It makes the world a more interesting place. This slide means a lot to me because this was actually a year ago when I was out with a friend at the Bob. I was dressed as a woman only because he is very masculine looking and I didn't want to be like that little weird lesbian Asian girl. So we went to the Bob again where this first incident happened and the waitress left me this beautiful note, and I thought that was a huge positive change for our society in Grand Rapids as a community. So whether or not you want to grow your hair out, do whatever you want, embrace who you are, embrace change. Don't be afraid to express who you are in all walks of life. Whether you wear all black every day, you wear heels every day, or anything that you want to do, it's fully acceptable, and I don't think that's anything to be ashamed of. And this is my last slide. I'm so excited. Anyways, I just want to inspire everybody here, be yourself and be proud of who you are, because we are in an ever-changing environment here in West Michigan, and we have a lot to offer. Our education system's beautiful, our downtown is thriving, and I think the people here are even more beautiful, and I want to thank you so much for having me tonight.